Howdy, just starting to stream up. Got my boy Patar from Direct Tech. He's definitely
Always got
has
my
some
stream
things to say
coffee.
about. Yep, got some things to say about his S21, and then we got Barry, Mr. Three Pixel in the building.
Hey.
Got
Three of
three of
the
them hoes.
things,
Yeah.
three of them.
Yep.
So yeah, how's your night going so far?
Good.
That's good to
Yeah,
hear.
pretty good, mate. Yeah.
Good.
Have a pretty chill Saturday.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
good.
mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on my I've been doing videos for other, not for my channel right now. So now I'm back to my channel. So I'm gonna do my 2-week update with my
Yeah, I think I saw that
Pixel.
with was that Easy's channel? With
Easy,
the-
yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw
So
that earlier today
yeah,
with the
yeah.
smartwatch.
Yeah. So
Yep. And how long have you had your S21 now, Patar?
Got it on Friday, so practically since Friday morning only.
Mhm.
I'm not going to comment too much on battery life. That's something I'm going to wait on.
yeah.
And I am going to take into consideration it is a renewed device. It's still less than a year old though, so the battery should be okay.
Yeah.
Overall, I mean, this is my first Samsung since 2017, right? The
Mhm.
S8 was my last Samsung. It was still running TouchWiz.
Right.
They had all the silicon issues, and I had a really, really bad experience. Like to the point where I went and got an iPhone. I was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Yeah, I had a J
Um,
series phone back in the day with TouchWiz. That's the last Samsung device I had. I definitely want to try One UI because I keep hearing it's like
It's
one of the best
way better.
Android. Yeah.
it's very intense. It's very intense, and it's one of those UIs like you really need to sit down and play with it and dig through it, because, like, for example, it's very easy to find the option to add things to a drop-down menu, right?
Right.
And there was never any suggestion or hint anywhere that there's an option for me to lower or increase the CPU performance. That's cool. Like, how many phones can give me that option for me to choose at what level of performance I want my CPU to run at? Do I want the battery life? Do I want it like maxed out 100% guns blazing? And then it says like, cool, you can go with this option, but guess what? You're going to get like, this phone's going to get hot. You should be aware.
Yeah. That's pretty
There's
cool.
things like that. The ultrasonic fingerprint sensor is really nice. I really like it, and it just makes me wonder, why Google didn't run with it. Like,
Yeah.
in a sense, I almost feel like they were asking for trouble by not using it.
Mhm.
It
So
would have just
Barry,
been
did you
better
have
off.
the S21 Plus or the regular S21?
Either regular S21. I think I have the same one as Pitar.
What
Yeah,
color
with
did
the
you
regular.
guys
How
get?
was your battery life?
My battery life, it's decent. It is, if I'm not mistaken, is underneath the 5A. The 5A, the Pixel 5A was by far the best until I got the 13 Pro Max this
I thought that was
year.
getting like 9-10 hours, wasn't it? Like 5A.
Oh, yeah, 5A is getting a lot, yeah. So, but nothing compared to. Well, I shouldn't say nothing compared, but the 13 Pro Max is just on a whole different level. But standby time is great. But yeah, it was never one of those things where I felt like I was getting robbed of battery life with the S21.
It's good, Kenny. Hey, Gigi, I'm gonna wrap this up so that we can head over right to your stream at what is that? 10:09 Eastern time, right?
Well, so here's the thing. It would be nice if you did, but it's a members only stream.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know a lot of my viewers probably.
Okay. Yeah.
Members,
So yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
So yeah, just make sure. Yeah, just make sure. But yeah, but I really, so probably until my favorite phone to use this year until I got the 6 was the Mi 11.
Okay.
It was the Mi 11. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what Patar has to like, because Patar's thinking about getting one of the budget friendly, one of the Redmi devices.
Okay.
Oh man, yeah, I'm waiting for that new Note 11 Pro Plus to drop.
Yes.
Which we finally got a global launch date for, which is Q1 2022. And the article that I linked you earlier mentioned it was going to be launching with the Snapdragon. And I'll be honest with you, that was really disappointing for me. Snapdragon's been the staple of Android for so long. If you don't count Exynos, and then when Huawei was still around doing Kirin, Qualcomm had some competition, and for the last 2-3 years, it's all been Qualcomm. And these Dimensity Tech chips have come out of left field, and I've only heard they've got increasingly better and better.
Yeah.
They've got a full range of low end to top end. So I'm a little disappointed I won't be getting the Dimensity Tech potentially.
So is it, man, I could have sworn it did come with the Dimensity Tech
It does in the
920,
Chinese market.
but it doesn't everywhere else. Weird.
Well, we can't say for certain. You know, I'm taking it with a pinch of salt. It's all hearsay for now.
Okay.
But again, it's just Xiaomi leaks tend to be pretty accurate.
Mhm.
They don't really leave much to the imagination. So
Do you
I'll
know
wait
what
and see how it
Snapdragon
goes.
they said they rumored it to
No,
be?
it
Okay.
didn't clarify. But
Yeah, I
I'm
was
totally
hoping.
new to Xiaomi.
Yeah, I'm hoping it comes with a MediaTek, and not because of the Snapdragon thing. It's really just because I want a MediaTek device so I can.
You wanna
I
try
want
it
to be.
out, see what's
I want to
there.
try it out. Yeah. So.
Yeah, what's up, Ace? How you doing tonight?
Yeah. What's up, Ace? Sorry about that.
Oh, no,
Hello,
hey,
buddy.
that's fine. No, I'm doing good. How are you all doing tonight?
Pretty good. You still enjoying your Pixel 6 Pro?
I am still enjoying my Pixel 6 Pro.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Customization himself over there. I saw your home screen set up a few days ago.
Yeah. It was nice.
it's kind of that Nova launcher is pretty cool, and yeah, I'm digging it. So far, so good.
That's what's up.
Are you finding Nova Launcher messes with your 120 hertz? Because I had Nova Launcher on my S21 and it just tanked my 120.
So, Ace, the way you
I-
do define that, if you go into developer options, you can force the display to display your frame rate at all times.
I've been looking for that.
Yeah. So this is in the Pixel. So what you'll find on the Pixel is
I don't even.
and that's
I don't
on the
even know what you're
6
talking
and the
about
6.
with developer options. I have
Oh
no
yeah,
idea what
so
that is.
yeah, so one of the things about Android that's pretty cool is you can do a lot of stuff that us developers would like to do to your phone. So let's say, for instance, you get a Xiaomi and it has a lot of stuff hard coded, like apps. You could actually go in there and remove those, through other means, like through like coding type stuff. But in the developer options, if you go to your system and developer options, and then you ask to be a developer, there's a place where you can search for show refresh rate. And what you'll find on the 6 and the 6 Pro is, and I think they're going to probably tweak it over time, but right now it's tilted for speed. So if you do any action whatsoever, so if you have a Pixel 6, it goes 90 hertz.
Oh.
Then when you go away from it for a second, then it'll drop to 60.
Yeah.
But as soon as you start moving again, it goes to 90. And with yours, it should go to 120, like just constantly peg.
I'll have to check that out.
So I think the battery life is going to get better over time with these devices.
Yeah. No, I haven't really had any battery issues. I mean, it seems the past couple of days, and I don't know, I don't track my usage all that much, but I know I've been using it. I'm using it a lot, just playing with it and, doing stuff. And it seems the past couple of days, it's dropped down a little bit, percentage wise, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
So I just want to give a huge shout out to this comment right here by Gigi. I saw that post that she had on Twitter.
Wasn't that an awesome post?
That was a great picture, man.
Yes, that was great. That was awesome. She hit our group and I was like, whoa. Yeah, look at that.
That is an amazing picture to me.
Man, that was good.
Yeah, the bokeh on it is
the bokeh is beautiful. It's beautiful.
Absolutely nailed it.
And then like right here, like where the flower is, like I feel like a lot of cameras would like not like take that out of focus because it looks closer than the other like
correct
whatever. So a lot of other cameras wouldn't have like taken that out of focus. It would have just
correct
showing in focus. So I thought this was a great picture by Gigi.
And that's the thing that so Catwoman just did a video that talked about the pro features in the camera, and one of the things that I think Pixel does a good job, and in all systems, I don't want people to just think I'm talking about Pixel. All systems do a good job. They just do it differently. One of the things that's strong with the Pixel is since they're using the dual pixel phase detection autofocus, right? They can get that depth, so that autofocus. But then when you say, I am taking a picture of the photographer, you hit the focus button, even if you're moving, it locks focus. And I think that's outstanding. They miss that.
Exactly. A lot of people do not like do that either. Like I do that for literally like every portrait mode picture. I always like tap it with my finger just to make sure.
Tap it because it will lock on, because if you don't, it will require, like there's some shots in my on the video, there's some shots where I was using cinematic pen and going like this, and I was taking the phone out and I was like, oh, I got to stop this. Let me lock it.
Yeah.
So it stays in focus and not have to reacquire when I'm getting closer into the shot.
Yeah, but I just love this shot. I love this shot a lot.
Oh, it was. I'm telling you, Techtober has just been this year. S21, awesome. Mi 11, awesome. The foldables, awesome. Like this has just been a freakish year when it comes to phones.
Yeah, it has. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy.
It has been a crazy year.
Not just the phones, but the tablets, the computers.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got
all the way around.
So we got a new guest in the building. It's my first time.
Hey, what's up, Michael's Tech Talk?
Michael's Tech Talk.
What's up?
I've interacted with him a few times on Twitter so far.
How's it going, guys?
How you doing, man?
Not bad. Just I've been flat out editing here for the past couple of hours, so
gotcha.
Just chilling.
You're overseas too, aren't you, Michael?
Yeah, I'm in Belfast.
Oh, okay, cool.
What time is it there now?
It's coming up 1:15 in the morning.
Okay. Oh wow, man, you guys.
Yeah, you and Patara.
Y'all the MVPs, man. Y'all the MVPs,
right?
Gotta keep grinding.
I was gonna say 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, man. I'm usually getting home, puking in the bushes, saying goodnight to the dog.
Yes. Someone's echo is
It might be Michael. He just came in. So everybody mute. And Michael, you stay unmuted.
Okay, are we good?
I think
now?
it might be Michael. Are you on headphones or are you on speaker?
No, I'll put some headphones on.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yep, MVP. What's good, Ray?
So, Patar, you're liking the cameras too, right? On the S21?
Yeah, they are good. They are
Okay.
good. There are moments where it shows it lacks the laser autofocus. It's trying to make up for things with software that you can't really make up for without the hardware.
Mhm.
But look, it's forgiven, and the fact that I picked it up for $549 in mint condition, like I took it out of the box and I could have sworn I just got it brand new.
Yeah. Amazon Renewed is clutch.
Yeah, oh my god, it's my first experience with Amazon Renewed, and it's been brilliant. So I'll definitely use it again, and I'm making a video about that. I think my sole complaint about the cameras is the laser autofocus. Really, about it. About it. Other than that, and I will say it's my first experience of this glass stick that they use on the back. Thinking back to its original, thinking back to its original launch price of $799 is too high.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm hoping with the rumors, right? The rumors of $849 for the S22. I'm hoping that it's glass and not plastic again.
They have to justify it because realistically, I think if they priced this at maybe say $649, it could have been a great competitor to the Pixel 6.
Correct. Right now they're losing. The thing is, the only way they can compete with the Pixel 6. Well, first of all, they got the marketing budget and Samsung, but they have to get the average consumer on board with Dex. Dex is a $300. It's a $300 differentiator, but can you sell it? And so far, they have done a horrible job of selling it.
I don't think I've ever seen a Dex advert. I've never seen any marketing for Dex.
Nope.
Dex is something I'm still yet to explore, but I will explore it in the time that I have it. I honestly think they're just pricing themselves out. That's their biggest issue. So
correct.
My only suggestion to Samsung, would be price it at $649, and you'll see the uptake go because money talks and the rest walks. Ultimately, people respond to price.
So what kind of camera specs are on the regular S21? I think Barry may know. I don't know. So what's like the camera difference between the S21, S21 Plus, and Ultra?
So the S21, 21 Ultra. The Ultra, I believe, has the telephoto. The S21,
64 megapixel.
Correct.
I'm looking at it now.
Okay, the main 6 or 6.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Mark? How you doing?
Yo. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? I'm okay. I just ran to the store real quick to get some good, some beverages.
I feel you.
Oh, so I'm gonna come hang out with you.
Right.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I picked up. It was a 12.
So you got some milk, some low fat, or
Almond milk.
I'm kidding.
No. It's the new Bud Light's. Not a sponsor, by the way. The Bud Light seltzers. You know the. I don't know if you guys have seen
okay.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, I
okay,
can't do the
gotcha.
seltzers,
Yeah.
man.
they had more flavors than I
So
thought they.
so is it so Mark? I haven't had it. So is it like seltzer water just with a little beer in it, or
It's like spiked seltzer water rather than
spike
rather than
okay,
beer.
gotcha.
Yeah. So exactly, if you've had like a flavored seltzer water like that, it's like that, and then it just has. I'm not sure exactly how it's made, but it's not we wouldn't be beer. It's like
Okay.
just
I got you.
hard.
It's like beer
Hard-
flavor.
No,
Not
it,
even
it
that?
tastes like sparkling water, man.
Really?
Mark,
Tastes
all
exactly
I gotta say is the Beastie Boys did not fight for your right to party so you could drink White Claw. Okay, that's all
It's
I'm
not White
saying.
Claw. That's my whole
I'm
point.
just saying.
I went
This is-
against it.
this is a
You know,
joke.
come on.
It's just a joke. It's just a
These
joke,
guys
man.
over here. This guy.
This
What
guy-
are they?
We got the,
Oh,
we got the people overseas drinking coffee,
got
and
that.
then Mark just comes in.
Yeah,
Going
they're drinking
hard.
He
coffee.
just comes in.
like
I had
like
coffee
Galen, why is this so late? You know.
yeah.
See,
man.
I've got a little bit of Pepsi here that I got from Taco Bell. I mean,
Wow.
is there a little bit of whiskey in it? Maybe.
What's your go-to at Taco Bell?
Do
The-
what?
What's your
Is that
go-to?
whiskey from Taco Bell or
No, I wish.
Oh, not.
My go-to for Taco Bell is like the chalupa. Love the
Okay,
chalupa.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Oh
it's
my
good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not a
I
huge
recently
sour
started getting
cream
Taco
fan.
Bell in the UK?
Yeah, I
Uh,
saw that. I saw you post about that.
Oh.
What, chalupa? They have Taco
Just
Bells in the
Taco
UK?
Bells in general.
Oh,
They-
okay,
they-
gotcha.
They do have them over there. They don't have them over there.
They do. They do.
Oh,
they've
okay,
they've
cool.
been rolling out now for about a year.
Oh no.
What do you think? What do you think of
What do
them?
you think of them?
I haven't been yet because I've seen some of the comments about ending up on the throne for too long
Oh,
after
that's
having
hilarious.
Taco Bell.
Yeah,
So I'm a little bit hesitant.
That's the
That's
best
funny.
part.
yeah. If you don't have the American gut, you might not be
Would you-
not might be used to it.
But would you rather take like fiber pills or eat Taco Bell? Come on.
I don't know,
Taco
man.
Bell.
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Although I tell you what, I do miss. I miss the Mexican pizzas.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
are
I
so
don't know
good.
why they
Pizza.
got. They must have not made a lot of money on those.
I guess I
things.
didn't go enough.
Yeah.
It seemed
That's
like
my
it
bad.
was-
My bad, y'all.
My parents would get those all the time, and they're like, "Where's the number 8?"
That was the only time that was all my wife got from.
Yeah,
Taco Bell.
the Mexican pizzas. Were
You think they
great.
got canceled?
Oh,
I don't know.
Unless it's
I see
American
what you're saying.
pizza.
I see what you're saying. But the thing is, they just call it something else, you know.
Well, it's Mexican inspired, anyways, right? Mexican.
but just call it pizza.
style,
Just
you know.
say, hey,
Right,
Taco
right.
Bell pizza. They could change the
Yeah,
name.
and Taco Bell pizza. But who
Yeah.
knows?
I think it was. Did they downsize because of the C word that's been happening for 2 years now, almost 3? I think that might have been.
think
Why. I know
so.
they
A
downsized
lot
their
of, yeah.
to streamline everything on purpose to like get people in and out quicker and fast, like so you don't linger and hang out. I wonder if that's if they would look at the Mexican pizza and they're like, axe it, I don't know if you guys heard about that one.
No,
I didn't hear about that one.
I didn't hear about that one.
To make you not, to hurry it up so you don't hang out inside of the stores. That
So
was one of
Scoop
the-
is saying there it was to streamline the menu.
Okay,
nationwide.
so that's
Yeah,
I know
I was gonna
Chili's
say
went through that
restaurants-
same thing. Chili's went through
restaurants
that
just
same
make
thing.
the
Mhm.
restaurant colder. They turn down the AC.
That's what they normally do. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
to get you to that. Once you eat, it's a little chilly. Time to
Mhm.
go.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, they had a lot of items, and they all had the same. Did you guys see that meme where it was talk about be like, "Yo, we got these nine ingredients. Which of the 30 ways do you want them?"
hmm
And what
I don't
exactly
remember
is
that.
that?
Yeah. What is that, Peter?
Yeah.
British gammon. So a gammon's like this really big piece of meat,
Mhm.
and they put literally. There are so many ways to cook it, but you put it and you slow cook it. What is it? Is it a? I think it's a pork joint. Yeah, it's a pork joint. It's a massive pork joint. I'll have to get you guys a video or a picture to explain it.
Oh,
properly.
you gotta send it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, send
So
me
So
like
I'll
a big
get-
pork butt that you slow cook and smoke for hours on end.
Yeah, no dramas, mate. No dramas. I will find you guys something. I love the fact that we've gone from tech to food.
Hey, man.
Like,
I'm perfect.
That's what it's
Good.
about. Oh, real quick, I'll keep it tech, but we'll go right back to food. So, Gigi, my favorite screen protector for the 6 Pro, Gigi found it. It's the LK.
Yeah, so
I
Oh
have
my
I have
God.
an okay. I just haven't put it on there yet.
Oh my god, man,
Yeah.
I love this screen protector, and I was
Yeah.
like, I put a mat on my Pixel 6,
mhm.
and I was pretty good. But man, I wish this was matte, but this is great.
Yeah, Holla at Your Boy had a great LK screen
Yes,
protector
exactly.
video. Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
So
Okay.
yeah, I've got it sitting right over there. I've been kind of enjoying, because usually when I get a phone, like especially with an iPhone, first thing I do, case, screen protector. And I did the case and I kind of waited on the screen protector, and I'm kind of enjoying not having a screen protector. That
Yes, I
natural
know.
feel.
Yeah.
And I'm good. And I know I'm like, I gotta put that screen protector on.
But I'm telling you,
Man, I'm
this
enjoying
feel the LK feels great. I was not expecting that because I was the same way. I was like, man, I'm really enjoying.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm opening
Okay.
this
Yeah.
up.
I'm gonna pull
Usually
it.
it's case for me for sure, and then even though I try to like go without it for as long as possible, and then I'm like, okay, all right, let's.
I
Yeah,
know
I'm
with my
nervous
12
now.
my 12 Pro Max, the minute I
Well,
took
they're
it out of the
slippery.
box, it went. I don't even know if my fingers actually touched the screen.
Yeah,
It went
you-
right to screen protector.
You have to do that. Look, with
Yeah.
the glass that they're using, you have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it-
I'm the opposite. Like I can't do screen. Well, I can do screen protectors. I
What-
just hate doing it.
No, you have to do it on the iPhone.
yeah.
The
on
reason I'm
iPhone.
saying is
But
because
they have those
they're
micro scratch. They
yes,
Yeah.
they get
little
micro scratches.
scratches.
They're much more resilient to
They're durable.
breakage. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you'll
but
get
as far as the
irritated. It's like
scratches-
It's a
Mhm.
chemical trade-off because you
Correct.
can't have it.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we can't have it both ways.
you
It's
can't have it
either
both
more
ways.
resistant to scratch, and it's going to
That's fine.
break on
Correct.
impact, or
Mhm.
it's not going to break on impact, but it's going to get scratched to
Yeah.
hell. And there was a really good example. A gentleman on Twitter, I don't know him, but he had a picture of his brand new iPhone 13 with a huge, deep scratch across the front. And Apple Care were like, "Sorry, buddy, we're not going to replace it." And I just kind of thought, well, that's a bit of a liberty because it's a trade-off you've forced on me, and I've paid for Apple Care. So why can I not just pay the excess?
Right.
Well, you know what you got to do is you got to they're like you got to break the glass before they give you.
Yeah,
that
that's what I said to him.
okay.
Go outside and smash it. I would literally walk out the store, go smack, and walk in.
Oh,
and be like, "Here you
man,
go."
sorry about that. I dropped it right when I walked out the store.
He should have just walked down to the end of the Genius Bar and just smashed it in the corner of the table. There you go.
Good enough now.
I'll pay the excess now.
Hey, my boy Shavante in the building. This might be.
Hey,
his-
what up, Shavante?
It's one of my boys. Grew up with him. But yeah, let me pull up this meal over here real quick. Let me see. So this
Yeah,
kind of looks.
so
This
many
reminds
ways
me
you
of
can
like
do
a.
it.
Okay,
This
so
reminds
that's
me of like
gammon.
a-
So we have stuff like that over here.
Yeah, that reminds me of like a Thanksgiving ham.
Correct.
Very,
You
yeah.
can do it
Yeah.
honey glazed. You can do it so
Yeah.
many ways, man.
Yeah,
It's so good.
that's what we do over here primarily. I love honey glazed ham.
Yeah.
Peter, I'm vegan now, but like when my mom would make like even when I was in college, when she would make ham, she would always make me a big one to take back with me. And
Oh yeah.
my apartment would be packed with people because we just eat it for days, you know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Did
quick-
you guys also? Go ahead.
No,
Dave,
I'm sorry. No.
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna go into a vegan question. Barry, what do you do for protein? What's your main source?
Protein
of
is pretty much in everything. So
Well,
unfortunately,
I know, but like,
so leafy greens, you know, nuts, it's pretty much everywhere. You can't
do
even
you
like
do,
if you look at
tofu and stuff like that. 'Cause I heard that's a
tofu,
good one.
yes,
Yeah.
tofu is good. The big thing that you have to watch when you're vegan is there's a lot of stuff that's vegan.
Uh-huh.
So the last couple of months I've had to change some things up because I was going through some stuff personally,
Mhm.
and like Oreos are vegan, right?
The
So there's a
vegan.
lot of stuff that you can eat that is vegan
Yeah,
that can
Oreos
still
would
cause
be
a lot
vegan,
of
huh?
you know. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. I know I've heard you like talk about it on other streams before. I just didn't like want to
mhm.
be wrong.
Hmm.
But yeah, how long have you been doing that, Barry?
It's been 5 years now. Yeah.
Okay.
So
years.
yeah, and this is the first time. It's during the pandemic. In the last few months where I've actually picked up some weight, and I gotta lose.
Cheers, Barry, on 5 years of vegan.
Hey,
Seriously,
you know you don't
man,
miss it.
that's-
I'm telling you. Once you
But-
get in the groove, you know.
Mm,
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's not getting into the groove and going through all that. I think what puts a lot of people off. Myself
Yeah,
included.
that's probably what it is. Yeah, that's probably what.
Do you know
it is.
what? I gave it a go, right, as a little experiment, and I can do vegetarian, but I can't do vegan.
Mhm.
Can't do vegan.
Yeah.
You probably could. You probably could.
The man said no, Barry.
You probably could.
They lost me at the no dairy. I was like, what do you mean no dairy?
like
Yeah.
only sometimes.
Like, where's the mozzarella and stuff like that? I was
So
like,
put it this way: the best donut place here is vegan. All right. Yeah.
Ooh.
So you and it's right by a college. You know, the school I went to. So I would say once every about 6 months when I'm in there picking up some, you'll hear people like, wait a second, this is vegan? I've been eating there for like 2 months. I didn't know this is vegan.
Right.
Yeah, we're vegan.
Now, I tell you what, as far as foods go, I mean, okay, let's vegan, sugar-free, all those different variations of foods have come a long way. Because I
They
know
have, yes.
when I was a kid, my mother, she said I was allergic to sugar. So, I'm almost 50. So, back in the 70s, it was no sugar. There was no sugar free. You went to the health food store, and the
Right.
best you could get as far as chocolate was called carob.
Yeah,
And
I know
it
what
was
you're talking about. Yeah.
grape nuts for cereal. So when you're, eating breakfast with the other kids and they've got their, Captain Crunch and all that other stuff, and you're sitting here eating grape nuts because that's the only thing that's sugar free. Yeah.
But I will say, sugar is not good for you. Like your mom.
No,
was
it's
doing you a
really,
favor.
it's really
it's
not.
really
And I could
bad
never,
for the
and I
body.
could never figure.
And
For the longest time, when I would get home, it was like, like after school, someone would be like, "Hey, you want this fruit roll up?" And I'd be like, "Yeah," and I'd eat the fruit roll up, and my mom would pick me up, and within 10 minutes, she knew that I would. She's like, "You've had sugar today, haven't you?" And I'm like, "How do you know, Mom? What do you mean? I've never had sugar. What are you talking about?" I'm bouncing
Oh
off
my
the
God.
walls in the car and stuff like that. So yeah. I'm sorry, Barry. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Good. But yeah, that's all I was going to say. But hey, I think I'm going to hop off just because Wayne is trying to jump in.
Okay.
So
Cool,
he said he's going to be the second half, but I'll watch in the background.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll see you
later, Barry.
I'll be on the stream.
Good to see you, Barry, mate.
All right, sounds good. Good seeing you, Peter. All right, good seeing you, everybody.
Now that he's gone, we can talk about him.
Oh man, okay, seriously, this whole vegan thing? Come
I feel like
on.
Barry's one of those people where you can literally not.
I'm gonna go grab some,
it's a very
handful of
positive
ground
person.
beef just to put some of that down.
You know what?
might only-
Funnily, some of the best sausages I've had were vegetarian sausages. I'm not even being funny.
I think I told you guys
they're not sausages, dude.
right, yeah. The what is it? Jimmy Dean's breakfast sausages. All they had was the plant-based ones, and like in the aisle I was in, I was like, well, what am I gonna do? Not buy the breakfast croissants that are ready to go. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I don't mind. It's not. I don't go after that stuff, but I've had it before where it's like, dude, it's it's close enough to satisfy that craving, anyways. So, and you figure this, it's processed. It's just as processed as any of that other stuff, right? It's still in a box and plastic.
Yeah, right.
So it's like
they still got to preserve it somehow.
Yeah, I think what was in a South Park episode, right, where Cartman was doing that. He was like, all I wanted to do was eat processed, garbage, and basically they were fighting him to like get healthier stuff, but they just brought in plant-based processed garbage, and he was like, this is my dream. Like the whole time, you guys fought me for nothing.
Right. So yeah, and don't all talk at once. I'm just kidding. So how's
that is so cool. I can just tell my phone to go silent, and it just goes silent.
Not for 24 hours.
Come on.
Well, I know, but I went like, "Hey Google."
You're gonna set off everyone else.
Silent my phone.
Do you know? Speaking of silent on phones, right? Something that I've realized lately really bugs me about the iPhone. It's either vibrate or loud, and the only way I can get it to stop doing anything is to put it on Do Not Disturb. Now, what if I want it just to be silent but not on Do Not Disturb, so I'm still seeing my notifications? You know? So I don't understand. I wish they'd put something in, or maybe like a third toggle point. Kind of. I remember OnePlus had the 3 toggle points on the rocker. I wish they just did something about that. It's a little bit jarring. Like sometimes, your phone's going off with like Twitter notifications. I know you guys know how it can be.
Right.
Yeah.
And you just want to put it on silent, but not Do Not Disturb. But my only option is Do Not Disturb if I don't want it to vibrate. Otherwise, it's like a vibrator.
Can you modify that in settings? I don't think
you can.
Either notification
Not that I know of.
device or the secondary notifications from like the app itself, or because I mean, obviously all I know is like iOS, you have like 2 notification areas, which is like through the phone, or you scroll all the way down until you go to the app and then go inside of that for like app specific notifications, and then uncheck mess with that and see what happens.
No, yeah, you could do it that way actually. Yeah.
Technically sounds I think would be where it would still, if you uncheck sounds, it also unchecks vibrate, but it still keeps your banners.
I'll have a look. Thanks for reminding me.
So has anyone seen any Black Friday deals yet? I think
Oh man, they haven't shut up a month.
Do you know what?
So yeah, last year I think it was like a little better last year. Like last year, I got Christmas done in like late October, early November because here in the States anyway, they basically don't do Black Friday anymore. They just do like 2 months of deals or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm waiting to see what M1. I want to get a M1 Air, last year's M1
in gold, right? Or in gold,
whichever's the cheapest. Black Friday deals.
I mean, like, what about
M1
refurb?
Mac Mini?
Check the refurb. Yeah, there you go.
No, I want it. Well, my son, he wants the
all-in-one?
laptop. Yeah, he just wants to.
Well, tell him that
laptop.
Direct Tech, a pretty prominent figure, said M1 Mac Mini. Okay.
M1 Mac Mini.
All right.
Okay.
So you explain that to your child.
Just tell him to walk around with like a display.
Well,
it's fine.
I kind of want to get him
It has all the ports, so wherever he is, he should be able to plug to a local display.
But I kind of want I want to get the laptop because that way it's like, oh hey, I'm gonna go stream real quick. Can I borrow your laptop?
That's good, Jason.
Okay, so the ulterior motive here.
Yes, exactly. Always ulterior motives. Always.
Didn't
man. I have not.
Who was it? Someone from the Coffee Talk crew from Clubhouse mentioned that they wanted help troubleshooting their computer they bought for the son or for their daughter, something like that, something similar. And they're like, wait, what do you mean your M1? I thought you said this was for your kid. Was it a net?
I think it was a net.
I'm having problem with my son's laptop. Right. I forget what it was.
Hey, that's what it comes down to, man. Is like your kids, they want, what they want, and you're like, okay, but you got to share.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So,
exactly.
It's a Wi-Fi password, right? If they don't.
That's right. Oh, I got that Alien Amplify router. I'll just turn off stuff.
Yeah, I think this is what BG is talking about. The OnePlus 9 Pro or 10 Pro. I'm sorry. I don't like the way that looks, but that's just my preference. I don't know. It's so weird the way it goes over the edge.
You mean like
this
that?
It's like a culmination of showing how much OnePlus have lost their way.
I mean that it's not
pretty much.
Is that what you mean?
What'd you say, Mert?
That is not symmetrical. You don't like that?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like
lazy
over the edge on one side. Yeah.
Camera bumps, huh? I can't wait for them to go away. I don't think not for a while at least. I feel like they're going to get bigger and bigger with the
Samsung. I mean, if that
telescoping.
S22 Ultra leak is anything to be believed, where they've adapted it into the body, then that's a good path to go down. And what I would like to believe is that by absorbing it into the body, they're forcing themselves to make the body thicker. You know what happens when the body gets thicker? You got more space to squeeze in more battery. Give me more battery.
There you go.
I'll take all the battery you can fit. All the battery.
This whole thing about slab phones, I'm like, well, give me a slab. Give me a nice uniform slab. Don't have like the module stick out this much and then have this piece stick out this much and an indentation.
So LG have done it before.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a phone that had the LG Velvet. That's what it was, where they just had like the cameras and not a whole bump or whatever. I think that looks pretty cool.
OnePlus 7 Pro, the GOAT.
Oh, facts.
The GOAT. When I saw like all the screen, no cutout, nothing, and I had that little motor for the front camera, I was just like, yes, this phone is for me. They made this for me in mind. That was the one, man. And you know what? There was a certain satisfaction in hearing that little motor.
Yeah,
it's satisfying little thing to listen to.
I love that phone so much. I had the almond one. I love that phone so much.
That phone was so good. They did it. Do you know what? They did that phone dirty by not giving it more updates. They blatantly could update it more. Because look at the 4XL. It's rocking the same silicon, and it's still getting updates. Right. So it's a OnePlus choice to not update it, because you know what? OnePluse's customer base that they used to have, they're price conscious and they didn't really upgrade all that often. So in one context, I can understand them doing it to force upgrades. But personally, I think it's a bit of a shitty move to kind of like obsolescence a device after 2 years.
Yeah, they've been doing that for.
Android life, my man.
I think I checked my emails and I see that like there's a lot of tech websites writing articles with like Black Friday, tech deals, and almost all of them link back to or reference Amazon. So I think they're.
Man, you know what? There are some incredible deals for HomeKit stuff. Is it Eufy or Ufy? I don't know how you say it. It's the Anchor brand that does. So they do like that hub with the 2 cameras for £240 or dollars. It's down to 130. Like that's a steal. That's a steal, man. There's so many things that I want to get for my HomeKit. Sharkfin, hello, mate.
Yo.
So you're just going full out for the smart home, Patar?
Oh yeah, man. I've got a HomePod. Came on Friday as well. I've got my Apple TV 4K. I'm just kind of closing the Apple loop. We're going to be buying a house in like the next 6 to 12 months. I'm kind of slowly putting things together. So as soon as I move in, it's all already set up. All I've got to do is just put it up wherever I want it, and I'm ready to go. I want it for some content, and you know what? I'll be honest with you, we're all techies in here. It's just nice to have. I just want to play with it.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Yeah, I'll take credit for that.
No, I was gonna say you trust Siri that much, man? Okay, where I guess let me ask
Siri,
the question.
Go ahead.
How much or how little? Where's your line of where I'm gonna go up to here and then nothing past this, like deadbolts and alarm systems, and you know what I mean? Like I know that's usually where people put.
What I'm not gonna get is I know some people are very brave, and I salute them for getting those HomeKit door locks, but no.
Oh yeah.
That's where I draw the line. I'm not getting.
I don't know about that.
That's where I draw the line. But thermostats, lights, cameras,
blinds.
All those sorts of things. Yeah, blinds, LEDs for my TV on the back, and anything like that. But I call it stop at the door. Like it's not going in my door lock. We've decided to get like a reinforced door, reinforced frame, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Also, make sure you use nice long screws, assuming you know that there's nothing you're gonna damage by screwing past, deeper into the studs and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've been like thinking about getting into it, but I had like a really bad experience with like just light bulbs. So I bought like some smart light bulbs like a few months. Well, when I first moved into this place, and and it wouldn't let me like connect because it said it only connected to 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi or whatever.
God, I hate that. I hate that.
Wait, don't most modems or routers or gateways give you both?
But you got to control it. You got to switch it with your phone or whatever.
Or you got to like turn it on, right? Yeah. Don't you have to like? Because over here at we have them labeled. We have the name of our Wi-Fi and then 2.4 and then the name of it 5. Right? Like
but to control it, you got to switch between 2.4 or 5.
Unless. If he was here right now, he would tell you, unless you're like Wayne Train, shout out to him, that he has like a dedicated, what was it, an iPod, I think? Or a secondary device to where it's only on the network of those things. It's not
connected. We all can't be internet ballers like Wayne,
It's like a CCTV, but with Wi-Fi. Of course, we can all be ballers like Wayne. And we try hard enough.
Yeah. One of the things is...
that's what I have.
Big YouTuber.
Big YouTuber.
Yeah, Michael, you were saying something.
Yeah, that's what I have. I've got a mesh Wi-Fi network here, so you'll probably see my access point up there. So I've 4 of them in my house and out in my office here. So that'll broadcast my SSID at both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, but it'll merge them together, so it only shows as one. So if a device is only 2.4, it'll automatically connect to that, and then if a device is 5 gigahertz, it'll automatically connect to that. So it's a feature.
I use like a router from my internet provider, and it's not switchable.
They never are from when they're provided by the ISP.
Yeah, I don't know. I might be able to switch it, but
cheap and cheerful.
Like my girlfriend like really wants like a robot vacuum, and I'm like scared to like buy one, and then it will only support the 2.4 or whatever. And ours
I think Anchor does one that supports both.
Okay.
And Siova, you're not getting my password. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Big YouTube.
But yeah, if it wasn't for that issue, I'd probably be like all in right now. I really want to try like a Nest Hub and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
What brand was it, by the way? I mean, it's a bit uncommon for them to just have 2.4. When I have done some trawling through Amazon looking for like cheaper off-brand smart home kit, it's always the really cheap ones that use 2.4 typically.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was like a popular one on Amazon, but it wasn't like a Philips or anything. I don't remember what brand, but I ended up just buying like some Govee Bluetooth light bulb. So I just
Oh, really?
control
Was it the Govees that let you down?
I don't know what it was, but right now I'm using Govee. They have like a Bluetooth. I don't remember what the original one was.
But I got hooked up all over this place.
Yeah.
I like them. They come with their own little, their own little app, and it shows you if it's on
exactly.
or
I can tell you, I have an Alexa, the little puck thingy,
Brave man,
and it's like, turn on my lights, turn off my lights. That's it. That's all I use her for.
And that's it. I mean, look, I love Google Assistant. I had a big Google Home setup prior, and it's fantastic. You can ask it questions, and it gives you like full blown answers. With loads of context that Siri can't do. But what Siri can nail is the basics. Siri, turn the lights on. Siri, do this, do that. And it gets it, So for me, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Oh, the Govee app. Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, I have the Govee app for my Govee LED tape.
I tell you what, this Pixel 6 Pro and the Google Assistant and the Google voice recognition, whatever blows Siri out of the water.
Oh yeah.
Seriously,
no
it
question.
is insane. I don't even want to text anymore. I just want to be that guy that just sits there and talks to his phone. That's all I want to do.
You know what? In the brief period I had that Pixel 6, it made me so lazy. It was like, oh, you're making me type. Why are you making me type? The voice dictation has always been really good. Yeah. It got a little bit worse on the previous generation because there was no neural core. But if you had a 4XL, which also had a neural core, which is now basically built into Tensor, man, that thing was flawless. So when I had the 4XL, and do you know what I'm really gutted they didn't reintroduce with the 6 series is Squeeze for Assistant. That was like a really signature Google feature. That was a really signature feature, Squeezing for Assistant. And until I didn't have it, I didn't realize just how much I used it.
Right.
It's annoying. It sounds stupid, but it's a little bit annoying to say, hey, I'm not going to say it, I don't want to trigger anyone's, but to give it the command.
Thank you.
Saying it all the time. It's just like, I just want to squeeze it.
They also disabled the diagonal swipe on the Pixel.
Yeah, that really got me. It's like, so basically your two options are either voice trigger or tapping the little microphone on the bottom Google bar. And that was one of the things, like, do you know what? It genuinely infuriated me. It's like, how much more aggressive did you want to get with the trigger motions for Google Assistant? Because there are times that I might be in a noisy environment or something's going on and it can't pick me up. So yeah.
No, I agree. Like I sort of said that in my 6 Pro review that I really missed Squeeze for Assistant. Because I just found that the Google Assistant on the power button was just so irritating. And before on the 4XL, squeezing the phone for Assistant was just, it was so simple, but it didn't interfere with any of the other phone functions, which was one of my favorite things. Not to mention the fact the Google Assistant is so damn good, it can actually understand my accent. Which assistants don't do that. Like in the house, you'll just say something to Siri, and it'll just go, "Oh, I don't understand you." And like, "Oh, shock horror." So, no, it's
and just real quick, Lou. I am so sorry. That autocorrect on your name.
He's lying.
I can't fix it.
He's lying.
Mark, shut up.
Autocorrect is flawless on Android phones.
I don't know. No, I'm on my computer.
So speaking of
I give up.
So I don't know if this is like a tensor.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I don't know if this is just like a tensor thing, but Google really vamped up the grammar in the Pixel 6 series. It's not just
the best.
Yeah, it's not just the spelling anymore. It's like the grammar. So if you mix up words or something on accident, it will highlight it in green like you're in a Microsoft Word document, and you'll be able to just switch it from there. I think that's pretty cool now.
But it nails the punctuation flawlessly.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's incredibly accurate. You could use voice dictation on a Pixel to bang out an email, an essay. You could voice dictate important documents with that voice dictation. It's that good. I would trust it. God forbid, if you ever have to, any of you have to experience iPhone's voice dictation, like sit down, get some whiskey, get stuff in, chill out, just mentally prepare yourself for using voice dictation on iPhone.
Yeah, it's horrible. I think with the Pixel 6, it's like, okay, me being the old man that I am, I can sit here and voice dictate on my Pixel 6 Pro, and I'll stop and it'll put a period there. But if I continue, it will notice that I am continuing that sentence, take away that period, and continue the sentence, and then put the period at the end. It's awesome.
What happens to me is when I type the right word with the right spelling and everything's good, and then it changes. And I'm like, as I hit send, or that split second between, it's like, oh, you meant this word, and then you meant this and that. Like, you had it. It was fine.
Yeah. Although I'll tell you right now, when it comes,
yeah, I can't see. You frozen
from the iPhone?
You're frozen on mine.
I might be.
Okay.
I think you are a little bit.
Dude, I'm hardwired in. I don't know what the deal is.
Because you're in Oklahoma.
My internet sucks. Yes, that's what it is.
So,
when I'm between the iPhone and the Pixel, the iPhone is a lot smoother. I don't know how to describe. It's like it's jankier. It doesn't flow as well as my iPhone.
You mean the operating system?
So
what do you
the animations and everything.
Yeah, the animations.
Oh yeah, but iOS has always been good for animations.
Yeah, it just seems to flow better with the iPhone.
The thing is,
but
with
that's just being nitpicky, I guess.
Sorry, Ace. I mean, just
no,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No.
The Android animations, they will get better. It's just one of those things. I guess we've all been going around in circles, chewing it over and over again. Regurgitating this same fact that it's going to get better with updates. It's a massive overhaul. I think it's Google's first massive overhaul, really, ever. In the period they've been doing Pixel and Pixel Experience. So it's just going to take time. And then if in 6 months it's still as bad, then you can say like, cool, they messed it up. But iOS as well, it stayed the same for so long. They've had a lot longer to polish off those animations, but I'm willing to be a little bit more forgiving on the animations front. And I think I feel like their animations are a lot simpler as well.
Yeah, I like the simplicity of Apple animations more, but I feel like Samsung, like theirs are like definitely like over exaggerated. And then my personal favorite, I probably think, is like MIUI animations. I like the Xiaomi animations a lot. Then the Pixel ones are getting like a lot better, but Samsung is too over the top for me.
Yeah, do you know what? Samsung really tries to overemphasize its animations.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Make up for it's like it's manipulating almost to look how fast it is. It's like 120 hertz, like extra fast animations just to look more responsive. Now, in response to my own statement, it does feel more responsive. There are moments I'm like, bloody hell, this thing is fast. And I can't say if it's the Exynos, if it's the UI, what it is, but it does feel incredibly snappy, like incredibly snappy. Oh, Ace dropped off.
Uh-oh. See, Ace, this is what you get. Think on your sin.
I think he's just trying to restart.
By the way, in December, I'll have a Xiaomi Mi 11 5G.
Are those you have to import and pay extra to get them
no,
here?
Mate, Xiaomi's available here.
Yeah, there
are Xiaomi flagship stores like you have Apple stores here.
I gotta check them out. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you can literally walk into the Xiaomi stores and walk out with like a Xiaomi scooter, Xiaomi phone, Xiaomi hair dryer. Yeah.
Word?
Xiaomi,
they have a lot of stuff like
they're
TV
really popular
everything.
here. They're really popular here. Their scooters. I think they partnered up with BMW to manufacture them. And BMW has like some input into like the drivetrain and stuff. You can get like Xiaomi hairdryer, Xiaomi deep fryer. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, it's basically like the Samsung of China, pretty much, Mark.
Which one am I thinking of that you have to pay extra, that you have to import yourself?
Well, so
we don't have any.
He's in the UK. They actually have Xiaomi stores in the UK.
Right.
Here, we do have to pay extra to like get it imported here.
To get a Xiaomi?
For the most
I don't
part,
have to import anything. I'm
it
just trying to
depends.
think.
It depends on where you buy it from. Like when
Or
they first come out, you'll probably have to spend like a probably extra $50 or something to get it in here. But
okay, and what about like OnePlus or I could have sworn
No,
like
I can buy any brand here natively.
no,
I mean,
OnePlus is
Michael, correct me if I'm wrong, but
yeah.
I
OnePlus
don't
is
think
like
there's any
US
brands I have to
specific.
import. I wouldn't import one.
No, I'm not.
Paid me.
No, like I'm pretty sure we can get the likes of Xiaomi and Oppo and all those sorts of brands that are mainly sort of China based. We can get them all here.
Okay.
I know
You
lots
can,
of
yeah.
people that have them over here,
Like-
like so.
That's like the one redeeming quality of where you guys both live. I'm kidding.
Oh yeah.
It's the, you know what? There's a lot more, but I'm not gonna
So
I'm not
Mark is
gonna
over here thinking about
build you
trying
guys up.
Xiaomi. You're thinking about trying to Xiaomi, Mark?
I'm just saying, like, I forget for one of the last streams of the many streams that we've all had where someone was saying like they pay extra to, you know, I didn't know that there was like an additional fee on top of what these devices.
It's not technically like a fee; it's a higher price for the most part. So they retail it something completely different, and then just more money added on. They call that the fee, pretty much.
Okay, so it's like how someone from outside of the US has to pay more than retail for an iPhone. It's like that.
Exactly. Right.
Do you guys not pay tax on yours?
Oh hell yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, we pay tax. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nine and
when
a
you
quarter
said you only
percent.
pay
for
retail
that.
for it, I was
state
like,
tax.
is that it? 9%. Listen, VAT in the UK is 20%, my friend.
Crazy.
Okay, so 20% of the price of
20%.
anything you buy in the UK is tax.
Wow.
Ooh.
And it used to be 15, then it was 17 and a half, and it's like, we're not going to raise it. Don't worry. Next year, 20%. Don't worry with it. We're not going to raise it.
And what is ours? Like 7, 8 max, 20? Like
Maybe.
what?
Like a national average for sales tax, maybe 7. Yeah. 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
about
been
And the thing is,
7
yours
or
varies from
somewhere
state
in
to
there.
state. Ours
But-
is just flat.
But because now you allow not just states but municipalities and counties to make their own crap, you can go from city to city to city and pay 8.25, 8.75, 9.25, 9 and 3 quarters.
That's how
10
that's how it is in Oklahoma.
in like San Francisco.
Every city has a different type of tax.
Yeah, they add on
Yeah.
top of it, and you got to pay it all. Now,
Yeah.
DirectTech, does that count?
Not 20%
Do you guys also-
though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys pay your 20% on crumpets and tea?
Yeah, look, if it's sold in the UK, it's
He's like,
20%.
he's super serious. You see him? He's
Mark,
like,
man.
yes, on everything. It sucks.
Listen,
and I'm angry
let me
about
tell you something as someone who's been in the military let me tell you something about the British government tax in the military. Okay, we are the only country in the world that will send you halfway around the world to potentially get yourself killed and still tax you. We want tax. That's it. Don't mess with the British government. You can kill someone and get 5 years. Don't pay your tax, you get 25.
That's
Hey,
incredible.
what's the legal drinking age out there? Where you're
18.
at, Patar?
Is it everywhere?
See, here's the deal. Here in America, you can be 18, to join the military, but you got to be 21 to drink.
And
if you're in the military,
16.
Yeah, very, very select few spots. It's also 18,
but I'm just saying, you know what? If I'm going to join the
place-
military, or you should you should be able to drink. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. If you put your life on the line, what? I don't get that.
That's right.
And where they say
If you're in the military, you're gonna be drinking. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh yeah.
So when are you guys gonna have your revolution? Worked out pretty well for us. So far.
I don't know. I mean, we've never been taken over. This
No, I
island
mean,
pretty solid.
you-
The Germans
Pitar,
tried, the
you can
French
just tell
tried.
you can tell Mark to F off. Just tell him to F,
your
what,
guys'
F off, Mark.
revolution on
Cut it
your
out.
guys' unless you don't want to say it here today.
No.
He's like, what are you talking about?
We're
We're super
the ones
coiled.
that cause revolutions. We turn up and cause you to have one.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah.
You gotta get out of that VAT, man. That 20% is no joke.
He doesn't.
That's it.
Yeah, they
wasn't
don't have
anything else that
revolutions.
pissed him off. It was the VAT. They drew the line at VAT. They're like, fuck you and your VAT.
Yeah,
Get
man.
out of it.
So
How much-
Mark and Ace, do you guys get like that tax-free day? Like,
No. Sometimes certain retailers will offer to pay the taxes, like a mattress store or hardware store on like 4th of July or something. But the other 364 days,
we get like before school, we get like
yeah, that's
tax-free
what we
weekends.
get. That's
Yeah,
what we get.
for like
That's
school
what we
and
get.
stuff like that. Yeah.
well, I mean, what's
But I know
tax on-
a lot of people in Oklahoma, they go to Texas to buy a lot of stuff because
Okay.
they don't have sales tax and stuff like that in Texas.
when I was when I was working for I think Johnston and Murphy for mainly shoes, but they have ties, accessories, casual shirts, right? All the whole gamut. There was we had some customers that come in and they have Floridian address, so they're like, "Ooh, just ship everything to there." And then when I eventually mosey on down to Florida, I'll go and pick up my tax-free purchases. Don't even worry about it. And I'm like, okay, billing for here, but ship
there for the longest
0%
time,
what?
Amazon. We didn't have taxes on Amazon in Oklahoma. Whenever you would get
Really?
something on Amazon or anything online, I think it was about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, that they started charging.
Do you think Jeff just turned up and was like, "Have one of these"?
He wanted to go to space.
Pass it to someone.
That makes sense.
Right.
He's like, "Wait, what?
So,
who's not paying taxes? All right, let's get over there."
Yeah. I think the old man on the Capitol was like, "Wait a minute, what is this internet? You can get taxes off the internet?" Yeah.
You mean like a phone book or a catalog or a brick and mortar place? What do you mean?
All you got to do is pinch to zoom out. Pinch to zoom out.
You mean turn the page?
Turn the page, yeah. Oh,
crazy.
Wait, what were we talking about? What?
We've been talking everything except tech.
Pretty much.
Tech. We all have it. We all love it. Next question.
Here's a question: have we hit a plateau? If so, when's the next one? How long will it end, or when was the last one? Because I think we've been on one for 5 years. I think we've been on one.
Plateau of what exactly?
2016.
What are you talking about?
Okay, mobile devices.
I don't think we're in a plateau.
You think it's changing now? Like it ended the last one, the one from 2016 to 2020, maybe.
I think we're like in the process. I feel like right now companies are just like researching under display cameras. I think that's the next big thing.
Okay, like good ones.
And this whole meta thing with the whole immersive virtual reality thing. That's that's
what's
the next.
Okay. What's that going to
cost? The only thing Meta's immersed in is Mark Zuckerberg's ego.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you know what? If that makes if that makes it happen, no.
Oh, what? Like the Facebook
I still.
Watch, so he can
I tell you right now, on my Pixel 6
or the Ray-Ban, Ray-Bans, right?
On my Pixel 6, I did not download Facebook. I'm like, I don't.
No.
I had to download Messenger. That's one that you have to have, but Facebook, no. No, thanks.
That's very common. That's become very common. Yeah. The install rate on Facebook apps is quite high at the minute.
Do you still check Facebook through browser? Do you go through Safari or whatever?
Ace? I haven't been on Facebook in like.
You don't. Okay.
I don't know, for a while. I don't know. Facebook is not. I don't
missing much.
You're really not missing much, mate.
As much as I know, as much as I know that they're tracking me and they're watching all my stuff, I try to limit it so I don't really get on Facebook.
Yeah, I hardly use it anyways. It's like for photos of like, from relatives from different states or whatever. That's usually.
I tell you what I regret when I started my YouTube channel is my first video, maybe even my second video, I published on Facebook. I put on Facebook, "Hey, I've got this new channel." I really wish I wouldn't have done that. Because that's that whole getting family members that subscribe, don't really care about content, blah 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 blah. But yeah, that's the one regret that I have about starting my YouTube channel is posting on Facebook.
I stopped doing that quite early on. Can I just quickly respond to Mark's question?
Me too.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, in terms of hardware, I don't think we've plateaued. I think it's just slowed down because the hardware is becoming more complex and taking longer to refine. And we're also experimenting with new form factors like foldables and flippables and stuff like that. There's new technologies coming out like 5G, which aren't very energy efficient. For example, Apple want to put 5G in the Macs, but right now the modems aren't efficient enough and they've just cracked good battery life on it, so they don't want to compromise.
Yeah.
But I think we focus too much on hardware and not enough on software. The true frontier that tech needs to break is software. Because look, this S21, this MacBook, and my iPhone right there, they are without good software that enables it to do more things. They're just fancy paperweights. So stop giving me new hardware and give me better software. And that points to not just features, but stability, everything. Give me software that's more capable. You're taunting all of this capable.
Did you see John Prosser's new video that he just put out today?
But he nailed it.
That's exactly what he's talking about. He's like, hardware is amazing. Software blows. Yes.
It's similar to, I think, exactly last week on Galen's last stream, where I was like, it doesn't matter how many features your phone has if the battery's dead, right? You're like,
right.
And I think
no one remembers you talking about Galen's last stream. No one remembers what you said.
I remember what you said, Mark.
Okay.
This Taco Bell Pepsi's really hitting me.
Why don't you freeze up again?
Sorry. You mean your Taco Bell whiskey?
Sorry.
Yeah. You took a page out of my book. Didn't I tell you in high school? You would get the $1 any size drink from McDonald's to get the $1 big thing full of Coke, drink half, a third of it, half of it, and then fill the rest up with E&J or some other $5, $7, $10 bottle.
You know what? I thought the British were cheap drinking at home before they go out, but you just took cheap to a whole new level.
Well, this was high school. So you were already the McDonald's down the street and the liquor store across the street, and you're like, let's do it.
Oh no,
and you have your.
I tell you what, Pitar, it's called across the world. It's called pregame. You get your pregame. You drink it a little bit before you hit the ground.
Oh yeah. We know what pregame is.
Yeah,
we know what pregame is.
Oh yeah.
Pregame in the UK is like a whole bottle of gin to yourself.
Hey,
that's right.
You guys must have some really good gin,
dude. I'm gonna go hang out with Pitar, man.
We invented gin.
So it doesn't need to be good. Ooh. Just needs to get the job done.
Yeah, right.
That's right. That's right.
Tying that back to tech and software, something polished, something that gets the job done, right? Like these features and these iterations that they give us. Why are we still waiting for updates and like the 1.1 and the 0.2, the 0.2.2 and 1.52, 3?
With software, look at it this way, right? Think back to years ago how hardware was in its infancy and they were kind of finding their feet. Software has been so simple for so long that software right now is in that infancy phase and hardware is in that accelerated development and it's just way ahead. And that, you got hardware up here and software back here and they're not on par. So if you think back to, like, for example, the quality and level of hardware in 2013-14, that's kind of like where software is right now. It's not matching what the hardware is capable of supporting. Like, I'm pretty sure if Apple really wanted to, these newer A13, 14, 15 silicons could support so many more features.
You think they're going to leapfrog?
I don't think they'll leapfrog. I don't think. Well, they could.
No.
They
could.
It's
like
much easier to leapfrog.
That's the thing. They could, but they're not going to. Yeah.
Or no. Okay. Let me rephrase. I think that in that example that you said, where one's here, the other's here, the point that we want is to get them on the same page. But I think what they've been doing is like trying to anticipate the other. Let's make hardware that's good enough for the next X amount of years, and then they're like, okay, and they do it, and they've done so. We've had it impressive hardware for 2, 3, 4 years even. And then now it's like, okay, now let's focus on this. But wait, we don't want to be left behind. So they leapfrog, and then it's the hardware can't handle the software, or vice versa. This software can't take full advantage of the hardware. So that I think the leapfrogging.
I think Google's living proof that the hardware can handle the software. When you look at their voice dictation, their machine learning, their silicon. Sorry, I'll be a little bit more specific.
Yeah,
right.
Is and isn't as good as Apple's. Okay. But
I was going to say,
they're doing
with the
more
silicon
with less.
Right, because the silicon with the tensor chip, what they said that's equivalent to
A12, which is still a very capable chip. It's a very capable chip.
You know what? I don't need a more powerful chip. I need your software.
A better software
to be more
optimized, polished, bug-free.
One of the things is in that opening statement, open piece where we see Steve Jobs talking about software. I genuinely believe if Steve Jobs was still around, he would not be accepting of the current state of iOS, because his original statement way back in like 2009, 2010 is, look, an iPod is our software in a fancy box. The Apple experience is the software, which is what his statement was. And I feel like that's got lost. Well, I'm pretty sure it has.
Pitar, you have got to watch that front page tech video. That's exactly how. That's exactly how John starts off his video with.
With that clip.
With that clip of him talking about we're a software company. It's crazy.
But the man
Steve Jobs
understood
would be
it.
whooping everybody's ass.
The man was
walking
really
through the IRS team, and he'd be kicking everybody's ass and going, "What are you guys doing?"
It really takes a specific kind of genius, like Steve was, to look at the market and go, "Great, these Japanese companies make fantastic hardware, but your software, it's crap. Like it's crap. It doesn't do anything. It's overly basic." And then look at our iPod. It has all these functions.
I was going to say, let me ask you, and this is topic, but sort of, when it comes to Steve Jobs, does it not upset you guys? And because not
that he's
not upset, but it could have been prevented because the whole
he did it to himself.
It was exactly because he was all natural, but he didn't want the current medical help and
he was so it was so stubborn.
It's exactly
the thing is with
like
Steve Jobs,
that is
right?
So upsetting.
So look at it this way, Ace. For a man like Steve Jobs to be as successful and as influential as he was, he had to be the way he was. Those types of people are incredibly rare and specific. So also in that sense, I don't think you were ever really going to talk him around into getting modern medical treatment.
Pitar, you're going to make me fucking cry. Cut it out, man.
Yeah, I know.
You were so right.
I'm not cutting onions, are you?
I gotta be.
No, that's what I'm saying. That you're so right. Okay.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we love about it.
Not having him.
That's the double-edged
sword. Steve Jobs' best quality was also his worst one. He was so stubborn, and he was so focused on what he believed in that when it came to the point, it was like, oh shit, it's too late. You're fucked, mate.
Yeah.
It's we can't do anything for you. And then it's like, oh.
Yeah, he's made his decisions. He wasn't just making moves, 10 moves, 15, 20 moves in advance. He had decided on the next 20, 30 after that, even before anyone else. So that he already had decided.
One of my favorite stories I've heard about Steve was him walking around in just his boxes around his like secretary or something. And someone made a comment. He's like, "If you don't like it, you can get the fuck out."
There you go.
I built this house, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, "Look, this is like Apple Park." He was like, "This is my house. Like, I'm the daddy here. I want to walk around in my boxes. I'll walk around in my boxes." Like, it takes a certain level of G to do that.
Yeah, seriously.
Definitely.
Lawsuit my ass.
Did you hear the thing about his car?
Into the strap of his boxers.
Did you hear? Did you hear the thing about his car? His I think it was a correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was a red Mercedes that he would buy. So when you buy a car here in California, you have up to brand new car. You have up to 6 months from the purchase date or from when they send you your plates, because they generate them and stamp them. These are your plates for your car. They identify your car. Yada yada yada. You have 6 months to put them on, a grace period, right? And because he didn't want to do that, he would trade that in. He would get like 6-month leases of the same exact car and the same exact color, just so that he's like, well, the 6 months is tomorrow. Here's this car. Give me another one exactly the same, brand new. Get rid of this thing, and then boom, and then that 6 month renewed again. Yeah. He wouldn't let them. The government,
he will not let you dictate how I purchase a car or how I tag my car.
Nope.
Steve Jobs, man. What?
Here's another one. Give me another one. And he would park, I think, not just parking in the handicap, but however he wanted to park. He didn't park in the lines. He just like that. And you're like,
when you've got those billions, you do.
It's his house. It's private property. You can do whatever he wants.
Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Email him, "Dear Steve, I don't like how you park. Can you just
you park in the handicap?
Pack up your shit."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then he would reply, "You're holding it wrong, or you're not doing it right." That's all he would reply.
Get out. you can get out.
That was a ridiculous statement. Like, oh, the fingerprint scanner on the Pixel 6 is a feature. Like, what the fuck do you mean this is a feature? Like,
Dude,
me
the
having
Pixel
to try
6
like 4 or 5 times to
fingerprint sensor's been
access it.
Oh, that's what they said.
irritating me
Oh, this
lately.
for
Irritating me
security,
lately.
right? That's what they said.
This
And the
fingerprint
network security.
sensor on the S21 is the gold standard for fingerprint sensor. Like, I thought it was good on the 7 Pro, but this thing is great. And it's 3D, so I know it's more secure. It's
Is that
ultrasonic.
faster?
I am telling
any of the
the
Touch
fingerprint
Yeah, you
sensor's been
tap it and it's
irritating
like
me on this.
instant.
Irritating
Half a
me.
second.
So you've had iPhones before, Peter. Patar.
Yeah. I still have my iPhone. What you're looking at here is my iPhone currently.
What was the last Touch ID one you had?
That's my iPhone right there.
I never had a Touch ID iPhone.
And how does that
I was
compare?
using
Okay,
Android
so,
up until 2018.
that was my question: is how
I
is
actually have
the Touch ID? You have one, Michael?
6S.
There we go.
I have a
Bust it out.
6S.
Damn,
somewhere
son.
there.
That still
I
gets
miss
the.
my.
You still get iOS 15 on that, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Even
Which is
When it
still
comes
the
to
value of
iPhones,
Apple.
I miss my 8 Plus. Touch ID was awesome.
Really?
I miss. Did
I
I
love
get? No,
my
I
8
didn't
Plus.
get. I went from 7 to 10. I didn't do the 8 or the SE. So Jet
See,
Black 7, and then 10S in white. I think I got or 10.
I
sorry.
was gonna get the X in
Turn
2017,
it on.
but looking prior to its launch.
Headphone
Nice.
jack.
You got blooming.
Headphone jack.
You've got blooming.
What's a
and then-
headphone jack?
Oh shit.
What do you mean? Like AirPods? Go ahead,
What's
Patar.
a jack?
No, I
Who's
was gonna say.
Jack?
I remember prior to the launch of the X, which came later that year. That was an upgrade year for me. And what was out that year? The iPhone 7 prior. When I looked at that in the store and the Samsung S8, all display, sleek, black, I just went straight for that Samsung, man.
How fast is it, Michael? See.
It is actually pretty quick with iOS 15 on it. Surprisingly, like it ran pretty crap with iOS 14. It was really, really slow and laggy. But since I put iOS 15 on it, it seems quicker.
The unlocking, I mean. Do you have a Pixel also to compare? No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pixel 6
you do.
Pro.
Okay. So are you experiencing that delay or the multiple attempts? Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, it was, but again, like I said in my review video, it's as if the Pixel is like, I'll work when I want to work. You know, sometimes I would hit it, and I registered both of my thumbs twice at multiple sort of angles. I even did one of my registers on the Pixel upside down and did it at all these mad angles so that it could register every possible angle, and it still made no difference. It still pissed about, but then there were sometimes I would go to unlock it and it would unlock instantly, and then the next time I'd go to unlock it, it would take like 2 seconds, and you're like, why? I just don't get it.
Yeah.
The single
You know,
best
every-
biometric
every-
experience you'll ever find was on the 4XL.
Mm-hmm.
No idea what
Gold
phone
standard.
this is. I'm guessing
Gold
Pixel.
standard.
I'm gonna guess
Yeah,
Pixel.
yeah.
I would say
Because-
I would
Oh!
say in all honesty, the 4XL was so good. The facial recognition was so good. Oh damn! Is that a 3G or 3GS?
3GS. This
I
was
never
my
had
What
those. I had
version
the
is
four.
it?
smartphone.
First smartphone.
This guy.
3GS.
That is awesome.
You make a
It
big
It's in
Galen.
really good condition.
Let's make this guy full screen
First and last
for the
Pro
viewers.
white iPhone.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we
We're
go.
gonna
Here
get
it
you.
is.
Bam. In all 3 pixels.
3GS.
Oh, that's so sick. How's the curvature in the hand by today's
It
standards?
looks so thick.
Dude, I tell you what,
Yeah.
it's so
Does it still feel good?
it's so tiny. It's like
What's like the
What?
spectrum? Like, what was a like official?
So is that an
spec?
iPod?
4.2 or something?
yeah, it's like an iPad or an iPod. No, I think it was 3.7, 4-inch, something like that.
Jesus.
I can't even
Wow.
turn it on
And
anymore.
I'm
I
just
think
so-
I tried to
wait,
make
so
it
the
just
work,
found another
but
beauty.
So the
it's got a
iPhone
stress fracture.
Compared to
12, the
Which
12
is-
mini
you
and
guys
the
can
13
see.
mini are bigger
Oh, you see it right
in
there?
screen than this one. The
It's
30
got a
pin,
little
yeah.
stress
what a-
fracture.
God.
It's got a
But
stress
look-
Oh, that's
fracture
a
right
But
there.
throwback
look how
there.
look how
Yeah.
symmetrical that is. You see
Look at
that?
that 30 pin.
I love that. Symmetrical.
Screen
Perfectly.
replacements were so good. Were
Beautiful.
so easy on that phone. It was
No
just two
camera
screws and a.
No camera bump at all. None.
Okay, so
Nope.
yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up so some people can go over to Gadget Goddess's stream. Don't want to go too far into hers.
Gigi's
No
getting ready to
dramas.
stream.
I know we have a
Oh, we
lot
gotta
of
go. Let's all join her
Members
stream.
only.
She started 15 minutes ago. Don't want to like take too many viewers away from her because this is like a once a month
No.
thing for her.
Sounds good.
That's it.
Unfortunately,
We're
I
all
won't be there.
joining her
I'm not a member of hers.
I'm not a member
Yeah, I
either.
appreciate y'all for coming through though. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yep.
Always good
Right.
fun.
Hey, Galen,
yeah,
appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll catch y'all next week.